to understand why Andrew Schulz reacted the way that he did to Kendrick Lamar calling him out without saying his name in his album G&X. I've always just thought that Andrew Schulz is just this perpetually angry person. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because he looks like the love child of G-Eazy and the Mustache Man from the 40s. But no, I was completely wrong. That's not what it is. I personally believe that Andrew Schulz was taking and has taken Kendrick's criticisms of Drake personally, especially the criticisms pertaining to Drake's affection for teenage girls and his overall treatment of women.
Is listening hard for you? This is what it looks like when you're listening. This is you listening, right? This is you. I'm not talking. What do I do with my face while the other people talk?
That's what I'm saying. I think it's hard to be
It's so tough on the road.
No, it's not what I fucking said. What are you
guys
doing?
trying to tell you to go back to the
When
hotel.
you see someone get checked for a behavior that you know you're also engaging in, it wouldn't be uncommon to feel the spirit of defensiveness trying to come out. And the reason I believe Andrew Schulz feels a little bit defensive and a little bit attacked when Kendrick Lamar talks about how it's unacceptable to be interested in teenagers or it's unacceptable to treat women poorly is because Andrew Schulz has engaged in both of those behaviors publicly. So Andrew is currently at the mercy of the internet as he is actively being accused of being in a relationship with a 16-year-old girl when he was 28. And not only that, he is also being accused of being physically and emotionally harmful to that girl whom he was in a relationship with. And I do have the receipts for that. We'll be going through that in a moment. So here's what we know. The girl in question who is a part of this situation, who Andrew is accused of dating when she was 16, is Sarah J. Phillips, who is a 29-year-old musician who is currently married to the multi-platinum music producer Mike Daly. And Andrew Schulz is a 41-year-old right-wing comedian who is currently married himself and I believe is the father to a little girl. Before Andrew Schulz got into the podcasting bros lifestyle that he lives now, he was a host for MTV. And he has a very lengthy history of past controversies, and he is very much known to choose to punch down on marginalized groups during his stand-up sets. He doesn't have a good reputation, very divisive, very unfunny, in my opinion.
See, a guy who's had a black girlfriend, all of a sudden he's got buzz cut, like clean shape up. Glows up, bro.
I like that. I like that.
They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed being around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. That's why they gotta shave their hair.
Nah, bro. White guys with black girlfriends,
they grow a beard because there's more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of.
That's hilarious.
I think the black girlfriend effect. It might be a protective instinct, bro.
You think?
Protective.
Yeah. Do you guys have you ever had black girlfriends?
Yeah.
Have you ever had white girls?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. What's your favorite?
But does that make him a man who likes children? Andrew and Sarah supposedly dated between 2011 and broke up around 2015. I cannot verify when they started dating, but this is one of the earliest photos that I could find of them together, and this is from 2013. This is when they were in a relationship. So let's do a little bit of math. This photo was taken on May 1st of 2013. Sarah J. Phillips was born on October 14th of 1995, according to Google. And Andrew Schulz was born on October 30th of 1983. And I broke this down for my visual learners on here, okay? If Sarah was born on October 14th of 1995, on May 1st of 2013, she would have been 17 years old. And Andrew Schulz, if he was born on October 30th of 1983, and that photo was taken on May 1st of 2013, he would have been 29 years old, 6 months and 2 days. To me, it's very obvious that this is a grown man and like a teenage girl. And then I found this photo that was posted onto Andrew Schulz's Facebook, and this was dated in 2012, so the year before, when Sarah would have been 16 and he would have been 28. He shared a screenshot of a text message between the two of them, and it says, "This is what my girl texted me when I told her it was steak and BJ day." And this is what this almost 30-year-old is texting his 16-year-old girlfriend. It's steak and BJ day. Just wanted to remind you, aka Men's Valentine's Day. Especially throughout 2014, there are a lot of photos online that I could find of them together, very clearly a couple. Like for example, this photo was reposted by an Andrew Schulz Schulz fan page on August 11th of 2014. A fan page also posted a screenshot of Andrew responding to someone on Twitter stating, "Will you ever marry Sarah J. Phillips? Hashtag ask Andrew Schulz." And he responded saying, "If I'm lucky." And you can see the date on the tweet. That is 4/23/14. And at this time, Sarah would have been about 18 and a half and Andrew would have been almost 31. In 2020, Sarah J. Phillips took to her social media to share what she had gone through in her relationship with Andrew Schulz. I'm not going to read it all to you. You can pause to read, but I just wanted to read some highlighted parts to you. So keep in mind as we read through some of this that these two broke up around the end of 2014, early 2015, and she's talking about this in 2020 because of Andrew Schulz's Netflix special that he got. In the last few days, I have been inundated with unwanted comments, messages, questions presumably related to the decision made by Netflix to release Schulz Saves America. I have not and will not watch it, but I have seen the backlash it has received. For me, even opening Netflix on my TV in my own home has been completely triggering. To have to see the face of someone who abused me for years is something I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy." Pause to read. "For years, I was manipulated, controlled, and abused by him. The verbal abuse was constant. I was isolated from my friends. If I wore makeup that he thought was too much, he'd wipe it off my face in public. He'd force me to change before leaving the house if he thought my outfit would get too much attention. Once, after being sick for weeks without explanation, I found out that he had been using my toothbrush to clean the bottom of his shoes. To this day, I can't make sense of that kind of sickness. On another occasion on vacation in Aruba, his anger got so out of control that I had to hide from him in the hotel bathroom with the door locked. Soon after, I began having panic attacks almost every night. There are other things that happened during this relationship that I'll probably never talk about for the rest of my life." Pause to read. I've seen all I needed to see personally, and for me, the 2012 text messages, the 2013 photo, it's just not looking good. For me, I feel pretty comfortable saying that this was not a rumor. This is verifiable that Andrew Schulz indeed dated a teenage girl and emotionally and physically harmed her. On top of the already horrible things about Andrew Schulz, go ahead and add liking teenage girls to the list.